Thank you for joining us today for the FMU Forum. Today we're going to be discussing campus safety. I'm your host, Jaden Maynor, and we are joined by Chief Tarbell. How are you doing, Chief?
Very good, Jaden.
All right, let's get started. And let's get started with, tell us a little bit of what you do as a campus police chief.
Well, we are, as a campus police department, we are your police department. We are a state law enforcement agency, but our goal and our mission is to keep our students and our faculty and our staff safe.
What are some ways that you guys do keep the campus safe? This was a question for later on, but I've noticed that sometimes there's officers that will be off campus, even going over to the Patriots place right across the street. Is there reasons for that? Do they patrol off campus too, respond to calls off campus? When officers aren't patrolling around campus, what else may they be doing? What is some type of advice that you can give students that feel like they may be in danger?
Best advice I would give anybody is always be aware of your surroundings. If somebody doesn't belong there, if something bad is going on or about to go on, and pick up the phone and call us. You are our eyes and ears.
Does that go to every officer that's on duty,
Yes.
every walkie-talkie and all
Yep,
that?
that'll come over the radio. So you mash that button, it'll activate over the radios, and that's how we respond to that call box over the radio.
So the closest person will, respond.
Which it's a great tool, but I always like to remind folks, everybody's got a cell phone now, so call us. You should have our phone number, 843-661-1109, saved in your phone. Call us if you need us. But by all means, if a call box is easier to activate to get a hold of us, then that's fine as well.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much, Chief Tarbell, for joining us, and thank you for your answers.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. My fellow Americans, global warming just continues to worsen, and it's even killed off most of the world's population. May God be with us all.
A great colleague. We're very lucky to have him. He's an excellent teacher.
He's a very open professor. He's a very enthusiastic professor. You can really see the passion in what he talks about.
Kind of took me under his wing a little bit when I first got to Francis Marion, helped me kind of navigate. So lucky again to call him not just a colleague, but a friend as well.
I'd rank him in my top professors that I've ever had here.
These are just a few words that students and colleagues have to say about Dr. Louis Venners, history professor here at Francis Marion University. He has been teaching here for 16 years and got his PhD at the University of South Carolina in 2010. Let's listen to what he has to say about his students.
I want my students to take over the world. I want my students to save the world. I want my students to know themselves well enough to know the social and political and ecological and economic conditions and trends well enough to be able to make their mark.
Dr. Venners specializes in teaching public history, which is more hands-on learning, mainly involving the issues about race rather than reading out of a textbook. Thank you, Melanie and Michael. Let's get into the Patriots Sports Report.
The women's basketball team had a great season, ending with 20 wins and only 7 losses. The team went on an 18-game winning streak before a heartbreaking 68-72 loss against the UNC Pembroke during the Conference Carolinas tournament, ending their season. Congratulations to Lauren Taylor, center for the women's basketball team, for being named first team All-Region by the Division II Conference Commissioners Association on March 9th. Another congratulations to Jasmine Stanley, forward for the women's basketball team for being named to the All-Tournament team at the Atlantic Casualty Conference Carolinas Women's Basketball Championship.
Thank you, Michael and Melanie. As you can see going on behind me is the career fair here at Francis Marion University going on in spring of 2023. The fair offers several opportunities for students to talk to future employers for possible future jobs. Dion Evans is the man responsible for putting this event together. Let's hear what him and students have to say.
My focus is to assist students with finding their career jobs. I'm also providing workshops to educate them on how to do resumes, cover letters, that good stuff to prepare them for their career.
The career fair has 89 tables set up, all containing different employers from places such as banks, law enforcement, news or film industry, and even the food industry. Students find themselves appreciating the ability to have the career fair right here on campus instead of having to travel.
There are several new projects coming to Francis Marion University. One in particular is the new Education and Business Building, which is set to open in the summer of 2024. It will open up a lot more opportunities for School of Business and Education majors.
Well, it's been on the plans for a while, so funding was finally approved. We want to be able to provide facilities that are updated for our teacher candidates to be able to experience modeled classrooms.
I think it'll definitely benefit the students more in a way because you'll have the building look a little bit better, a little bit nicer and attract more people to campus.
Dr. Lindsay Simmons is a Francis Marion University alumni where she received both her master's and undergraduate degree. Currently, she is the assistant professor of education. She stated that a new building has been in the talks ever since she attended back in the fall of 2006.
Londra is a sophomore here at Francis Marion University with 2 years of soccer under her belt. She is a leader on and off the field, inside and outside of classrooms, and her teammates can always count on her.
I always like to ask everybody how they are, and I always want to hype everybody up at practice. So before practice, I always go around and I talk to everybody like, hey guys, ready for today? Let's go hard, let's get this work in, and let's just be ready for the next challenge.
When it comes to being a student athlete, you will always face challenges. It is important to maintain a strong mentality as you go through each day that passes and motivate yourself and your teammates.
It's like a battle with yourself. So mentally, every day I have to tell myself, I'm going to get up and run. I'm going to get up and get touches on the ball because it's a lot of muscle memory. So, I always, go outside, I shoot around. I bring my friends out, I like to play with them. And then I just make sure, I stay in shape.
Londra still has at least 2 years of college-level soccer to play. Her teammate Jordan believes she will earn the captain's armband, where she would become the main leader of the team and have meetings with coaches on what needs to be worked on. Good luck to Londra and the rest of the players for their seasons to come. Reporting for Patriot News, this is Jaden Maynor.